WOP for Justine Erklands and Sean O'Donnell.
She's on some sort of preparation. It's a whirlwind for all these connections. They've gone from a Bunbury maiden on the 2nd of February on debut all the way through to here in a WA Oaks in the span of a couple of months. She's had 4 starts. She's never missed the top 2. She's a listed winner in the Natasha. She led, she dominated, she won it by 3.5. The time figures out of the race were all very encouraging. See no reason why she won't run 2400 out, and if they allow her to cross and dictate terms to them, they may well just hand her the race again. So it'll be interesting to see whether there's any rider out there that's interested in trying to make her work a little bit harder early.
The main danger, according to the market, is the 3, Twilight Tale. How close will Clint Johnson Porter be from barrier number 4? That's going to be vital towards the winning outcome of this race. Michael Grantham trains.
Yes, I'm actually going to do the same trifecta as the Natasha in the same order, Lockie, in terms of my tips. I'm going Machine Gun Gracie from Twilight Tale and then Funkle. So for me, Twilight Tale, I think Clint Johnson Porter today will just be interested in putting her into the race today. They rode her quite conservatively last start in the Natasha. She definitely is bred to get the 2400. They shouldn't have any fears. And for a lot of these fillies here today, if they're going to be able to turn the tables on Machine Gun Gracie, they're going to need to be put into it sooner rather than later.
For Summers Legacy, blinkers go on today for Grant Alana Williams. Brad Parnham jumps aboard.
Both of these Grant Alana Williams trained fillies have got significant gear changes here, so they reach for the shades with Summers Legacy. And I remember Willie Pike's post-race after she won on the 19th of February. He did mention straight away that he said that the stable still had blinkers up their sleeve and he thought that the shades would get the best out of her. So they've saved them up here for grand final day. On they go, as does Bradley Parnham.
5, Snipper Rando, Ryan Hill, Steve Parnham.
Back-to-back winners, bit of a maiden handicap at Narrogin, then a Class 2 at Albany. Just at the moment with this filly, she's in good winning form, but in much, much lesser grade.
The 6 is Fun Charles on the 3rd line of betting for Grant Alana Williams and Willie Pike.
Well, here's where the majority of the gear changes are with this filly. The earmuffs pre-race on, the tongue tie on, the lugging bit on, the winkers on. So they're throwing a heap of gear at her here today. She ran home into 3rd in the Natasha, beaten 3 3/4 behind Machine Gun Gracie. So less than half a length off the runner-up in Twilight Tale.
7, Lynn Star, Ryan Hill, Troy Turner.
She is a 13-start maiden here, racing way outside her weight division.
8, Artadomia, last start winner. Visors go on today for Dan Morton and Lucy Fury.
No doubt they'll be keen. If Machine Gun Gracie is going to lead, then you'd love to be leaders back and just follow her as far as you can go.
And 9, Miss Santa Claus, Dion Luciani, Jason Whiting.
Another maiden filly, actually beat home half the field in the Natasha, showing a little bit of staying prowess, but at the moment she's still eligible for a lot easier than this.
The fillies are making their way up to the 2400 metre start. They'll start at the top of the straight here at Ascot, run down 400 metres and then go 2,000 metres around this famous Ascot track. Machine Gun Gracie is your favourite. She's now into $1.55. Twilight Tale, $3.20 out to $4. Fun Charles is $8.50 into $6. Summers Legacy, $17 out to 20 to 1. Ida Domia is at $26 and Noah Quintilly is at 30 to 1. So we have a short price favourite here in the Group 3 Drum and Golf WA Oaks. Scotty, how do you order the 4?
Well, unless Machine Gun Gracie's trained off Lockie, I think that the WA Oaks is at her mercy here today. She was so dominant in the Natasha. She led and she won by 3.5. And she was still super strong through the line. She was an arrogant winner of the Natasha. So hoping to see her go back-to-back here and make it back-to-back WA Oaks for Justine Erklands. We saw the highlights reel here on course just previously, and obviously last year it was Own the Queen. This year there's a new queen in town, and I think it's Machine Gun Gracie. So 2 for me, 3 Twilight Tale, ran second to her in the Natasha. I think she can run second again in the Oaks. 6 in Funchal, not sure where she gets to. That's my issue. She may have to drag back, and if that's the case, she's a long way off the rolling front runner in from the 600 metre onwards. And 4, Summers Legacy. I'm just taking on advisement what Willie Pike said in that post-race, that she was looking for a set of blinkers. She now gets them. 2, 3, 6 and 4 for me, but as we posed the question straight after they crossed the line in the Natasha, you started to think, how do they turn the tables on this gun filly?
Machine Gun Gracie on top for Scotty. Twilight Tale is on the 2nd line of betting at $3.80. Scott, in terms of this map, is there a world where Clint Johnson Porter could be handier from the draw. He's drawn 4. Sean O'Donnell has drawn in 7. Could he potentially work forward and try find the back of this short price favourite?
There's no doubt that I think they'll settle her a little bit closer today, Lockie. But I also just believe that today is the day that they may, I say they, as in the jockeys of these opponents to Machine Gun Gracie, surely today someone at some stage will try and put their mount into the race and not let her get away with it. But look, if she is too dominant for them, then so be it. I think she is very, very good.
It is going to be a fascinating first 400 metres of the Drummond Golf WA Oaks. Machine Gun Gracie is your short price favourite, now into $1.60. Justine Erklin's looking for back-to-back Oaks wins after the win of Own the Queen last year. And the runners have begun the loading process, so a hand upstairs to Darren McCauley for the call of the 2025 Drummond Golf WA Oaks.
And the fillies start moving along. Ido Demir, lightly raced Machino filly. And of course, Machino represented by the short-priced favourite, Machine Gun Gracie. Lynn Starr comes forward now, drawn outside Snipperando. And Noah Quintilly is right. Here's Funchal, Willie Pike. Funchal in the first set of Craig Thompson's Mount Hellawell stud Silks. Miss Santa Claus in the second, rider wearing a white cap. Twilight Tale goes forward, and we only wait now for Miss Santa Claus and also to come along Summer's Legacy in this 3-year-old fillies classic. Only the 9 running, the emergence of Machine Gun Gracie. Justine Erkelin's prepared the winner of this race 12 months ago. Sean O'Donnell aboard, and he's been very successful in this race over the years. His last on Belmont Girl. Summer's Legacy now is about to be taken forward, and the fillies will be on their way in the Oaks. The starter has the button. Summer's Legacy is in, and they're racing. Missing the start, Lynn Starr. Caught flat-footed, missed it by 4 or 5 lengths. Ido Demir, Machine Gun Gracie, the favourite away best. And she's going to look for the lead. Twilight Tale kicking up underneath of her, coming to the judge, and Noah Quintilly over on the outside next of all from Snipperando. Followed by Miss Santa Claus, Summer's Legacy getting back as Machine Gun Gracie takes over. Further back behind them to Funchal, and a clear last is Lynn Starr. They're about to leave the straight, going out by the Ollie stand at the 1900 metre mark, and Machine Gun Gracie in control, led a length and a half. Running second is Noah Quintilly. Ido Demir up close, handy, running third. Then Twilight Tale was able to ease back, slot in, and has got perfect cover running fourth. Then Snipperando, followed by Miss Santa Claus at the 1600. Summer's Legacy behind those. Then on the rail came Lynn Starr, who's back there in company with Funchal at Northerly Lodge. 1450 left to go in the Oaks. To the back they run Machine Gun Gracie, loping along. She's sauntering in front, she's doing it easily. A length and a half clear. Running second is Noah Quintilly. No change to the pattern with Ido Demir third. Twilight Tale enjoying a great run here in the middle stages. Then a length and a half to Snipperando, followed by Miss Santa Claus with the white cap. Around the outside, Funchal takes off for Pike. He's looping the field as they take a breather. And further back, Summer's Legacy hooked out and started to follow Funchal in a bunching field. And again relegated to last is Lynn Starr. Funchal's gone up now and is going to take on Machine Gun Gracie and take over. So in a changing scene in the Oaks, and at the 750, Funchal races to the lead. 2 lengths away then, Machine Gun Gracie. O'Donnell was quite content to concede the front. 2 lengths, Noah Quintilly. They've all come off the bridle. Ido Demir, Twilight Tale just lost its spot when they quickened. Then Summer's Legacy, followed back behind those Miss Santa Claus, Snipperando, and Lynn Starr. With 400 left to go in the Oaks, Pike's tried to steal it. Funchal's the leader. O'Donnell had a sustained look around. The right shoulder now goes to work on Machine Gun Gracie, who comes at Funchal. They've raced away 3 lengths. Twilight Tale, Noah Quintilly, Machine Gun Gracie. She regains the lead and she sprints away from them. It's the Machino filly. She's running them ragged. Machine Gun Gracie, a star. Machine Gun Gracie, far too good, won the Oaks, and it's a year-to-year double for Justine Erkelin's. Funchal Noah Quintilli fought out the Miners, then Summer's Legacy, Twilight Tale, Miss Santa Claus, a Gaplin Star, followed by Snipperando, and tailing out is Ido Demia. Fabulous, fabulous filly, Machine Gun Gracie. And a salute from the man they call Donga. Sean O'Donnell wins his third Oaks. Justine Erkelins makes it 2 Oaks and have come in successive years. Beats Funchal, Noah Quintilli, Summer's Legacy, 2, 6, 1 and 4. Machine Gun Gracie, this daughter of Machino, prepared by Justine, ridden by Sean O'Donnell, a comprehensive win. And what have they run? 2:29.28. 2:29.28. A fabulous result here for these owners. Madame's Brown, Curtis, Mel Sapina, Watkins, Gilson, Wynn Taylor. Also Biggs, the Bin Chicken Pony Club, and Mrs. J.L. Wynn Taylor, and also JM and AJ Majika. And she led them, she got headed, and then she just again put paid to Funchal. Fabulous performance, this by 3 1/4. She has star power. Half a length second and third, 35.89. They've run the last 600. She's now had 5 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds, all happening in a very, very short space of time. And what a great thrill this is for the owners of Machine Gun Gracie. She really has captured everyone's attention there. She can do it at both ends of a race. And a training triumph for Justine Erkelins, a quiet achiever, but she's now prepared the winner of this race for the last 2 years. Second placing to Funchal. Well, Pike made it interesting, coming from the back, around them here, and then sprinting to the lead. O'Donnell, confident though in his filly, allowed him to take over and then sit and trail. Funchal battled on well by Playing God for Grant Alana Williams, and third one Noah Quintilli by Playing God, and trained by David Harrison, ridden by Patrick Carberry, weighed in third placing. Well, Sean is still on his way back, but down there in the winners' enclosure is the lady who celebrates another Oaks victory. What a job she's done last year, of course, with Own the Queen, who was the dominant 3-year-old filly, and now 12 months on, this filly that's really emerged from nowhere since February with her maiden appearance, and since then she has just swept to glory, and now this Group 3 classic in the Oaks. And here's Lockie with Justine.
Justine Erkelins, take a bow. Congratulations on the win. This filly, she's really special.
Oh, she is. She makes my heart beat. She makes me emotional.
It was a tactical affair from the outset. First half of the race, it looked like it was going smoothly through your lens. Talk us through your emotions and how you were reading the race when Willie Pike put his filly into the race at the 1,200 metre mark.
You know, I wasn't worried. Yeah, she's just, I think she's really good.
You just have so much faith in this filly that despite perhaps not having the run that you thought she might have this afternoon, she's good enough to overcome anything.
Yeah, well, like Sean said before, he said if they want to take me on, you'll just sit behind them. So, you know, that's what he said. And even in, like, if it happened in another race, he said, doesn't matter, she will still run home. I mean, yeah, I watch her track Fastworks on Tuesdays, and I just can't fathom that this size horse can do what it does. So she just makes me really emotional because it's incredible.
Back-to-back wins in the WA Oaks. Own the Queen, she was special. So many first-time owners involved. But how does this compare with this filly? How much better could she be than Own the Queen last year?
Oh, she's a different horse, and I know, you know, I'm confident. I know the horse is bred to stay. So where Own the Queen, I could get her to stay, but I knew it wasn't her forte. So, no, I'm really, really happy, and it's so great for all these new owners. Like, I mean, how lucky are they? I mean, lucky I chose the horse, but it's incredible, you know, and a few long-term owners that have been in many other horses, which is great, and they just keep going into the horses, and we go to the sales and I choose a few and they go in, and this is our result.
Talk us through the next 24 to 48 hours. At what stage do you make a call on whether she lines up in a WATC derby?
Oh, I mean, you're looking at three days. Well, I normally judge them over the 3 days after they've pulled up and see how she is, and we'll go from there.
Most importantly, what do celebrations look like with this wild crew? As you said, plenty of first-time owners. I'm sure they're very keen to celebrate.
Yeah, we got the Bin Chicken Pony Club. No, we'll all get together tonight. She might be sore head tomorrow, but it's fabulous. I can't be more happy in all these people trusting me to buy a horse and to have it go like this. It's just incredible.
That's why they trust you, Justine. An outstanding training performance. Well done.
Thanks very much.
There's Justine Erklands, and here's Sean O'Donnell. What a ride. Here he is, catching up with Scotty.
He's jumping off the scales now. Sean, we've spoken at length about this filly in such a short amount of time, but as I just heard you say, nice horses make it easy.
Oh, absolutely. You just got to be able to ride them good and have confidence in these nice individuals. Just from day one, she felt enormous, and we've seen her progress. And when Willie went around us at about the 1,000 there, I didn't care. I just had followed his bum, and she's come the corner. I couldn't hold her slow enough. But exactly what you said, nice horses make it a lot easier for us.
Cool, calm and collected, aren't you? When Willie slides around there, big race, takes off you go. Do your own thing.
Yeah, I didn't care. He said, "Sorry, Don, we're going." I said, "Mate, just go. I don't care." And I didn't care. I was just in a bubble. I've got so much confidence with her, and as you know, I'm a cool character. I don't get too fussed, and the end result is a fantastic Group 3 win for this filly.
Must be a nice feeling when you can take that long, sustained look over your right shoulder just before the home straight and see that they're really not making any inroads anyway.
Correct. I've made a bit of a habit on her, haven't I? But it doesn't hurt just to see what the opposition doing, because you've got to respect every individual and horse in the race. You never know what can happen, Scotty, but I knew I just had to get past Willie and I was home.
62 days it's been since she made her debut. What an incredible progression.
She's just a big giant and just pulled up like nothing to her. She's so calm and collected. I think that's a bonus in herself. She can sit, she can lead, do whatever you want. Nothing worries her, and that's how she's at home. Just wants to chew things, that's all.
Bring on the boys in a fortnight.
Well, you have to, don't you? As long as she pulls up all right. Danny's horse won well today again, and the second horse went good in there. Misty Paisley's horse, fantastic run, but I'm excited to ride her in the Derby. I won it a long time ago. I'd like to win it again. But look, thank you to everyone in the stables, Brandon, Troy, Julia Ride's work, and all the owners, and Justine, and just sticking loyal to me, and my family. I love you all, and obviously the wife.
Well said.
Thanks for you guys too, and everyone in the media and the film crew. We love having you around. Thank you very much.
Love to Donga.
There's Sean O'Donnell. What a man he is. Great ride and a wonderful training performance from Justine Erklands. She makes it back-to-back wins in the Group 3 WA Oaks. Machine Gun Gracie. How are they going to beat her in a couple of weeks' time? I don't know, but what a star she is.